Okay, so hi, we're doing round 8 telegram math challenge and translate the shape by 3, 4 vector. We're doing this first question first. So let's start. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 3 units to the right and then 4 units up. Okay, so you can see that 3 indicates left or right, but since it doesn't have a negative sign at the front, that means that it's right. Okay, for 4, that means that it's also going 4 units up. Okay, so 4 units up means 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you must remember if there's a negative sign, it's going down. That means it has no negative sign, so it's going up. Okay, now we're on question B. Reflect the shape in the line x equals 2. So no matter what y is, x will always equal to 2. Okay, so like y equals 1, it will equal to 2, and y equals 2 and x will still be 2, y equals 3, x will still be 2, along with the others as well, because x equals to 2. Y can equal to anything, but x will also equal to 2 only. So as you can see, it forms something like a line. So yeah. Now you just need to flip the image over, so the object, which is the current one over there, and we have to flip it over in the opposite side to form the image, which is the one we're currently reflecting to find. We can also reflect using the reflection line over here. You can see it's 1 unit only to the reflection line. That means it's also 1 unit to the other side, and we can see that it has the coordinates already, and you can kind of guess for the others, but I'm just drawing out to let you guys see. Yeah, okay, you can already tell the image is forming. Okay, so that's how you do it for reflection. Now we're on question C. Enlarge the shape by scale factor 2 about the origin. Origin is the one I draw above 0, 0. Okay, there's a triangle here. So basically you just have to times 2 with the movement, so you can see it's 1, 1, because 1 unit to the right, 1 unit up, so you times 2 equals 2, 2. Because it's scale factor 2. So from the dot you can calculate it 1, 2, 1, 2, which you'll get on the line above like that. Then you can kind of guess the shape, or you can just follow it, like there's 2 over there, like so it becomes 4 over here. Then you draw the line down. Yeah. Okay, so we're done with enlargement. Let's go for the other one. So now we are on D. Rotate the shape by 180 degrees about the point 1, 0. Okay, so 1 is x and 0 is y, so 0 is here, then it's pulled by x, which is 1. So it's there, and then you have to rotate the shape by 180 degrees. So 180 degrees, that means that it's the formula for it's a negative x, negative y. It's originally x and y. You could do that, or you can just use a tracing paper in a more efficient way, but since we cannot use the tracing paper on the screen, I'll just show you the method. Negative x, negative y. Okay, so we have other formulas for different degrees, like 90 degrees clockwise, we have y negative x, and 90 degrees anti-clockwise we have negative y x, and for 180 degrees it will always be negative x, negative y, no matter what direction, anti-clockwise or clockwise. And for 270 degrees clockwise is the same as 90 degrees anti-clockwise, y negative x, and 270 anti-clockwise is equal to 90 degrees clockwise, which is y equals negative x. Okay, so now let's continue. Oh, wait for my... Okay, we can wait a little bit because I'm having some technical issues. Okay, so you can see that it equals to 1 because it goes up 1. That means that it's 0, 1. It's because that 0 it doesn't move right or left, that's why it's 0, and it moves one step, 1 unit up, so that means that it's 1 at the bottom. So now we rotate it. Now we're not rotate it, it's just that we put a negative there. So it's negative 0, negative 1. That means that it's supposed to be 0, 1. That means no, 0, negative 1. That's why we move 0 down a step. And you can kind of get space up the others, but I guess I will just show you for reference. Like, I'll just show you on screen. Negative 2, 1 equals to negative, negative equals positive, so 2, negative 1. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, my bad. I did something wrong. It's supposed to be 1 step up and negative 3, so it's negative 3, 1 instead, because we calculated from there. Now it's not find its coordinates, so it's negative 3, 1. That means that you turn to negative x, negative y, it becomes negative 3, no, 3, negative 1. It's because negative, negative cancels out each other, which become positive. That's why you get that. Okay, now I'll just show you the others, just for reference. Okay, so we get that as the answer. Now we're doing the next question. Translate the shape by 3, negative 2 vertex. Okay, so now move 3 units to the right. Oh, sorry, move 5 units to the right, 2 units down, and you get this shape. Okay, so for translation, the image is size, shape, or the direction won't change. It will always be like that, except the different thing is its placement. Okay, so we're done with translation. As you can see, now we're on reflection. Reflect the shape in the line y equals negative 1. So whatever x equals, y will always become negative 1. I'm sure you will you know how to do this question, but I will just form the line to let you see how it looks like. Later we are going to reflect the object, and reflection means that it's opposite. That means that the object is opposite from the image. So let's see. Okay, you can see that shape I translated. Okay, now we're doing the other question, which is translate the shape by negative 2, negative 3 vertex. So we move 2 steps to the right, no, to the left, sorry, and 3 steps down, and we just form the shape according to that dot right there. You can kind of see the shape because its placement only change, its direction, its shape, and its size doesn't change. Okay, now enlarge the shape by scale factor 3 about negative 3, negative 1. So the enlargement is on negative 3, negative 1, which is somewhere over there where I'm showing it right now. And we just see. So you move 1, that means that it's 3 times 3 because 1 times 3 equals 3. So it's there, then you can see 1, that means that it's 1, 2, 3 for that. So the placement is 3, then the others are also 3 because the box is just 1 unit. It means that all other boxes are 3 units, so it forms this shape. Okay, now rotate the shape up clockwise about 0, -2. Okay, formula for this is y equals -x as mentioned before. So it's on the point 0, -2 where 0 equals x and -2 is y. So now 0 is x but it's pulled down by y, which is -2. Now we're gonna see how we do it. Basically, okay, so now we'll be doing this properly. So now we can find the shape using the formula of y negative x, and it's -1, 1, and now, as I said before, we're using transforming into y negative x. So if the switch places, negative and negative cancels out each other, which becomes 1, 1. So this is how you do it, and you can tell the shape already. Since it's 90 degrees, that means it's not upside down. It's something like that. Yeah, that I'm drawing right now. Okay. So now we are on question J. Enlarge the shape by scale factor half, about 2, 2. That means it's not enlargement, it's more like a downsizement. About 2, 2. Okay, so now we're gonna do it, which is what I'm calculating right now. It's 6 and 4, so 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So now we're calculating the other one, and it's somewhere here. Then we calculate it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it becomes 2. So it's something like this. Now we're moving on to the next question. K, reflect the shape in the line y equals x. So y will always equals to x. Y equals 1, x equals 1, 2 equals 1. No, sorry, 2 equals y, 2 equals x. So we keep going until we get the line, and unfortunately -3 and -4 don't have a pointer because y is only limited until -2. So the line is something like that, and then if you look from the direction of the line, you can kind of tell that the opposite way of it's like that. So the object is opposite to the image, which is something you can tell from that. Okay, now moving on to rotate the shape 90 degrees clockwise about -1, 0. So -1, 0 is, oh yeah, like, okay, so basically I was showing you guys just now that it's actually a reverse of -y x, so it's basically a reverse of the negative sign in anti-clockwise versus clockwise. So now we're going to calculate the shape. -1, 0 is where I crossed it, which is there. Okay, now we can calculate the shape. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's -2, 0. -0, -2. Oh, wait a minute. I think I made a mistake. It's supposed not to be 2 instead of 0. So I shall erase that, and for the time being you guys can wait for the answer. So it's supposed to be 2, 0 instead of -2, 0 because it's going right, but I got a little bit confused. A little misunderstanding there. Okay, so I'll write the formula out again to remind myself and remind you guys. So it's -y, x is the reverse negative sign from reflection. So it's something like that. To 0. So if you switch the direction, it's negative 0x. No, still sorry, negative 0, 2. That means that negative 0 is still 0, and 2, that means that it's, instead of right and left, it's going up. So, okay, now I'll calculate it. Okay, by doing that, you can also get the other shape, because you can actually tell that the shape is something like that. And it would be easier if you use tracing paper. It would be more efficient, but since I don't have tracing tracing paper, as I mentioned before, I'm using that formula. So that's the answer for everything. So we're done.